Stride Pro Wrestling fans, welcome to part 2 of Battle Bowl. I'm Kevin Huntsberger, and I come to you tonight with 2 developing stories as we kick off this episode. Number 1, team captain Chris Hargis has been deemed unable to compete and is not going to be here for the tag team competition known as Battle Bowl, and instead is being replaced by Kyle Pfeiffer. Number 2, the reason I'm outside is because this is the scene of a very heinous attack by Cash Borden. He showed up here during a Stride Pro Wrestling training event and decided to take matters into his own hands against some of the trainees that Heath Hatton has been working to train right here for Stride Pro Wrestling. Now, I'm going to warn you, the footage you're about to watch may be unsettling, but it paints the picture of what's going on between Heath Hatton and Cash Borden.
All right, boys. We got him. Look, right there. Tyler, come here. Don't take this. Take this. Tyler's about to leave. Yeah, that boy would have talked all that trash about me working at the Kmart. Let's see who's laughing now. Make sure he leaves. Come on. Ooh, he left his boys behind. Oh, yeah. Come here, doggy. It might get a little.
Hey boys, what's up? Hey, you. Hold on. Breathe. Breathe. Listen. Gotcha. How about one more? Ooh, Tyler, all that trash talk, bro. All that trash talk. No goggles. Keep talking trash, Tyler. Because I told you, I don't play. You wanna keep talking that smack? You wanna keep talking about me working at Kmart? Huh? Teacher? Booker man? Daddy?
Dude, you got to change the match.
What do you want me to do?
Dude, like, he came into the building, he beat up my trainees. Like, he cannot be my partner.
Dude, first and foremost of all, I don't have anything to do with the training part of this. You do. You run it. If those trainees got beat up, man, that falls on you.
I mean, I do not want to be his partner. I don't know how else to say it.
Look, man, when it came to the drawings, fair is fair. Everybody drew out of the same hat. Everybody drew out of the same place. It was the same opportunity for everybody. I'm not going to change it. You know, I have to look out for what's the best interest of the fans. I have to look out for what's the best interest of everybody else. If you don't get along with your partner, that's the whole concept of Battle Bowl.
So that's just it.
It's just it. And I mean, you know, if you've got such a problem with it, you know, I can walk out the door right now and not come back.
I mean, whatever. I thought we were friends.
We are, but fair is fair. You guys all drew out of the same hat, and there's nothing I can do. It was just as big a mixed opportunity for you as it was for anybody else, man. And I mean, I hate to be this way to you, but you need to go anyway. You got a match that you need to get ready for. Whatever, man. Yes, sir.
Eats, Daniel Eats. That's who you bring. You don't call me. You got Axe running around, running his little mouth. You don't call me. You call Daniel Eats.
Listen, first and foremost of all, last time I checked, I was the guy that signed your paycheck. I was the guy that signed everybody else's paycheck. I'm the guy in charge. I'm going to do things how I want to do. All right?
No. I need a better excuse than that.
Oh, you want a better excuse than that?
Yeah, I want a better excuse than that.
You want a better excuse. You don't think that anything that you've done in the past would make me just a little bit leery about giving you an opportunity. I mean, Roger, let's look at it for what it is. Let's face facts. You power slammed Kevin Huntsberger's daughter, for God's sake. What do you want me to do?
I also win championships and put titles on internet pay-per-views.
Well, I tell you what. You've got an opportunity just like everybody else. Battle Bowl is an equal opportunity for anybody to get a title shot. And if you're as good as you think you are, you can go out there and you can win Battle Bowls no problem, just like that.
I'm not good, so think I'm that good.
You're that good?
I'm that good.
Well, you know what? You got a match to get ready for, so why don't you go get ready for it?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with Bud Gallows. Now, Bud, it's Roy G. Biv. Now, Bud, your match tonight, it's Roy G. Biv. It's okay. It's hard to remember. I'll get you used to it. But you can call me Bud Galloway. Gallows, for short. I mean, it's cool. That's fine. No. Okay, Roy. No. Just call me Bud. I'm your Bud. Okay. Bud, yes. Your match tonight, you do have a match tonight. Could you? I wouldn't necessarily call it a match. I would consider it a masterpiece. Everything I do is a masterpiece. A masterpiece like this here. Yes, this is me and my tag team partner. Me and Savion. We're gonna win the whole thing. We've been paired together. We've done this before. It's been a while. He kind of got into some other group. He was some squire. Not sure what's going on there. However, I know he's got a little bit of talent. Not as much as me, but we're going to win the whole thing. I'm going to beat him, pin him 1, 2, 3, become #1 contender, and claim my shot at the title like I should have had from the beginning. Stride Cup. Anyways, new things, greener pastures, Battle Bowl. This is me, Savion, winning. Interesting.
Folks, welcome to the opening contest of Battle Bowl Part 2. More teams challenging here to advance and hopefully become the Battle Bowl #1 contender to the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. We have Bud Gallows and Savion Ayers facing Kyle Pfeiffer and Justin Durst. Kyle Pfeiffer and Savion Ayers going to start this one off. Pfeiffer filling in for Chris Hargis, who is not able to attend, be a part of Battle Bowl this year. And again, the rules are simple. The winning team of Battle Bowl, those two individuals will then face off in a singles match, and the winner of that will be the #1 contender to the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. That runner-up team will be the #1 contenders to the Stride Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Bud Gallows, a masterpiece of sorts, if you will, wants to win all of this here. He's made that clear very early on in this episode. Kyle Pfeiffer, who has been around before here in Stride, makes the tag in to Justin Durst, along with Savion Ayers and Bud Gallows, all trainees of the Stride Pro Wrestling Training Academy. Savion, I've been in the ring against him. I've been in the ring against Bud Gallows too, I must say. Both these guys very capable of going all the way in this. But a veteran like Kyle Pfeiffer will be hard to beat. Justin sit down hard to the mat. And Savion hip tuck. Hooks the leg. Not enough though. Tag is made. Pfeiffer brought back into this contest, as is now Bud Gallows. Hashtag Wham, I'm told, is what a masterpiece, as we've seen the artistic endeavors of Mr. Gallo.
Hold on. This takes a second.
What's he doing here? Folding up that shirt very neatly, although it's covered in paint. Says he's ready to go. Gallows, by the way, a former co-holder of the Tag Team Championships, along with Savion Ayers. They weren't Tag Team Champions together, but both of these men have held the Stride Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. We got a chant for Savion Ayers now.
Collar and elbow turned into a side headlock.
You got a Savion?
Savion fighting his way out of this as best he can. Sends Kyle into the ropes. Shoulder block though. Leg is hooked. 2 count. Referee Kevin McCleary on the count there.
You got this, Savion.
Body slam. And elbow drop misses. And the tag is made. And Bud Gallows hooks into a headlock. Also seemingly wants to go by Roy G. Biv. He's really taking on this artist persona. And Gallows finds himself running into that big boot. As he's sent into the corner here, might be missing a shoulder or two after that one. Snapmare, nicely done. The veteran hooking the leg here, not enough though. Got an arm wringer here and a tag now into Justin Durst. And Durst with a well-placed boot to the midsection. Again, wrenching that arm, working on it with Bud Gallows. Right to the eyes. Doesn't even hesitate to bend the rules here. Savion Ayers brought back in. Snapmare. Taunting now. Hooks the leg. It is not enough. Tag made. And a big fist right to the gut of Justin Durst. They're gonna just take advantage here. Drops him into the corner and just kicks him down to the mat. I gotta tell you, the team of Savion Ayers and Bud Gallows working very well here together. They've cut the ring off and they've kept their man in their corner for a portion of this matchup. And Gallows just left the ring area. I don't know what he's doing. Justin dumped to the floor. What? Gallows has something. That's that paintbrush. Paintbrushing. Justin sends him back into the ring. They have poked him in the eye with that paintbrush in the process here. Oh, and Justin fights back with a jawbreaker. Ducks the clothesline. It's a double clothesline now. You have a chant for Savion Ayers. He's trying to make it to his partner. Tag is made. And Bud Gallows gets a clothesline for his troubles, as does Savion Ayers. Kyle Pfeiffer is on fire here. Big scoop slam. Follows it up onto Savion. And Savion driven right into that mat. And here we go, whipped into the corner, the ropes in a reversal. Ducks the clothesline with a big shoulder block. Hooks the leg, that might be enough, folks. It is not, however. Bud Gallows kicks out. And Savion Ayers now, drop kick, and I think an inadvertent tag made as Savion and Pfeiffer go over the top rope. Look at this, a small package roll-up. It's enough. Folks, Savion Ayers and Bud Gallows advancing in BattleBowl here. And look at this.
Send a message to everybody.
Unnecessary.
What a masterpiece.
What Look at that. Folks, at this time, we're going to go to the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Axe Allwardt, who is standing by with my colleague, Jim Kelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jim Kelton, and I am joined here by three-time champion Axe Allworth. Now, Axe, to start things off, tonight you are fighting someone who has been tearing up the Northeast Circuit, a young man, about 24 years old. I don't want to say he's stronger than you, but I'll say he's younger. Daniel Eaves. Now, what's your thought on this? I mean, he is, I don't want to...
Well, Jim, let me tell you. First off, I'm glad to see they're finally getting a little professional here at Stride Pro Wrestling. They don't have some dumb broad back here trying to interview me. I told her to stay in the kitchen, and I guess you can at least listen because she ain't here tonight. But back to Daniel Eads. You don't have to tell me about Daniel Eads. I know Daniel Eads. I've wrestled Daniel Eads before. I've seen him in the gym. Yeah, he can bench press 500 pounds. I can't bench press 500 pounds. Now, he's 24 years old. He's a lot younger than me. But here's something that they need to understand. I've been wrestling since he was a little bitty kid. And if you think that wrestling's all about how strong you are, I mean, well, sure, I'm stronger than any normal human being walking down the street, but I'm not the strongest man that ever lived, obviously. But if wrestling was just about who's the strongest, we'd just throw a bench press out there, and whoever came out bench press the most would be heavyweight champion. Have you ever seen that happen in wrestling before, Jim?
No, I have not.
Do you know why you've never seen that?
Because it's not wrestling.
Yeah, that's right. Man, you are smarter than that girl that interviews people back here. Right.
Thanks.
Bench pressing is not wrestling. It doesn't matter how much you can bench press. Sure, you can't be some little scrawny millennial piece of trash and come out there and actually beat a full-grown man. No, that'll never happen. But bench pressing isn't the ultimate answer to wrestling. So Daniel Eads, you come out here, the girls are going to fall all over you because you're so pretty and you look like Superman and you're young and oh my God, just look at this guy. But the old, mean, ugly Axe has got this. And there's a reason that I've got it. And there's a reason that you don't. And tonight you're going to find out.
Well, be careful, Axe, because that is not the only challenge. I don't know if you heard, but Roger Matheus put out a challenge against you. Any comments on that?
Roger's challenging me?
Yes.
Roger's challenging me. Now here's something else. I heard him saying I'm ducking him. I'm ducking Roger. Well, guess what? Me and Roger go back a long way. See, people don't know this, but when I first started wrestling many years ago, Roger was a rookie too. And we wrestled around the same circuit, and he often disappeared. He went to go do MMA, playing around with them guys there with all their stupid rules. You can't drop elbows on people's head. You can't stomp on their feet. You can't wear awesome tights. You got to wear them stupid girly looking shorts. And then he wants to waltz back in here and challenge me for my belt. Thinks you can just walk in here after playing around with them MMA guys and think you're going to get a heavyweight championship title match against me. That ain't dodging, people. It's like earn your spot. You got to beat some guys. Go out there and beat somebody. Quit playing around with these millennial punks thinking you beat somebody. You go beat some of the guys that I beat, you beat them, I might think about giving you a title match, Roger.
Zooey Moore, what's so special about you?
Who are you?
I'm Nicky Driftwood. Don't you know who I am?
Why would I?
Why don't we have a match tonight for that and we find out?
You know, that sounds good to me, actually. You know who I am, I can figure out who you are, but this is going home with me.
Alrighty, fans, this match is for the Stride Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. Zooey Moore, the champion. Nicky Driftwood is the challenger. Referee Kevin McCleary showing off that beautiful Stride Pro Wrestling Women's Championship, which, by the way, the first Stride Pro Wrestling Women's Champion crowned 1 year ago this month. That, of course, was Carrie Gold, who Zooey Moore was able to defeat for the championship, and now Nicky Driftwood laying claim to the championship. So let's see as these two lock up for the very first time. There's the bell.
I think that we got off on the wrong foot back there, so I just want to apologize, and I want to say welcome to Stride Pro Wrestling.
The champion extending the olive branch of sorts, but oh! Nicky Driftwood doesn't like that at all. and attacks the champion. Several forearms right to the face. Reversal. Bulldog headlock. Beautifully done. Zooey Moore, only the second woman to hold the Stride Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. And she drops an elbow right across Nikki's chest. Kick out by Nikki Driftwood. We're learning a little bit more about Nikki Driftwood as she goes here and does a rake of the eyes. And now I believe that might be a choke here, and definitely choking her on that middle rope. Referee making a count here. Snapmare takeover, knee right to the back. You can hear the fans cheering for Zooey Moore, who of course is the champion and a graduate of the Stride Pro Wrestling Training School. If you'd like to learn more about training, be sure to check them out at strideprowrestling.com. I tell you, they don't teach you that though, grabbing the hair and taking advantage of your opponent. And a very nonchalant cover by the challenger, Nikki Driftwood. Now she's sizing her up one more time and dumping her out to the floor here. And now Nikki following her out. Wait, what's she doing here? She's on the apron. Oh, come on now. Elbow drop right on that hard floor here of the arena here at the Stride Pro Wrestling building.
Come on, back in the ring.
Rolling the champ back in. And Driftwood goes for the cover. But Zooey Moore able to kick out. Now, Nikki putting the boots to Zooey Moore. The challenger stalking the champion. And whips her, nope, reversal. And another reversal. Beautifully done. Zooey Moore hooks the leg. Not quite enough. Let's find out exactly. Oh, Zooey Moore trying to mount a comeback here, and grabbing her by the hair and now ramming her into that mat. Hooks the leg. That might be it. We have a new champion. Not enough. As Zooey Moore able to kick out. And Nikki not happy with that count. Oh! Zooey Moore with a beautiful clothesline. Follows it up. Took something to get her riled up. Reversal. And nice flip there. Hooks the leg. But it's not enough. Zooey Moore trying to get her bearings straight here. She is battling a newcomer to Stride Pro Wrestling, and the fists, the forearms are flying for sure. We're learning very quickly that these two do not like each other at all. Takes the midsection, face buster, hooks the leg, and folks, a successful championship defense by Zooey Moore. As she is being handed back the Stride Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. There she is, your winner. We're going to go backstage right now and get the very latest on the situation going on between Heath Hatton and Cash Borden.
Tyler! What up, dog?
What's up, Levi?
You gonna leave me hanging?
You show me how big your ego is?
No, bro, it's something else. It's not what I'm here for, though. Anyways, I heard you talking to Sam. You don't want to be my partner, fam?
I don't like you.
You ain't got no love for Cash
I
Borden?
don't like you at all. I don't like anything about you.
Bro, listen, fam. By the end of this, we gonna be tag team champions, son.
So you want to lose in the final?
What you talking?
The losing team gets the tag team title shot. The winning team faces each other.
Well, that sounds like we're winners! Let's get it, boy! Yeah!
Folks, our next match here is for the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. You see there, champion Axe Allworth, chain and all, being checked by referee Lane Austin. The challenger, a familiar face. He's been around Stride a few times before. It is Daniel Eads. Yeah! You may have heard earlier, Axe Allworth had some not so nice things to say about Eads, but Eads definitely a threat to the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, and a challenger like Axe hasn't seen in quite some time. Axe Allworth, of course, the longest reigning Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion and a 3-time Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Was also the very first Stride Champion, crowned back in March of 2016. And folks, we've come a long way since then.
I watched him when I was a kid.
He's a boomer.
Well, I hope you learned something, kid. I'm not the wrestler.
The trash talking has started, but wait a second. Roger Matheus now planting himself ringside.
I'm not getting involved in this match.
Shut up!
Sit right there. Sit right there.
Roger Matheus now is here. Definitely playing some mind games with the champion. We saw Roger appear at the end of Stride Pro Wrestling Resurgence after Axe defeated 3 Stride trainees. And Eads goes early on with a headlock here, takes the champ down to one knee. Axe though sends the challenger into the rope. Big shoulder tackle. Axe seems a little frustrated, maybe a little off his game here.
Shut up! Honey. That's hairspray, that's dry.
What a man uses hairspray.
The trash talking going on here as these two go in again, collar and elbow. Axe once again with the headlock. Heath sends the champ back into the ropes. And again, a big shoulder blast.
Alright, no timeouts, Axe. No timeouts.
And Axe throwing a chair into the ring. He's frustrated. Powering away though as Roger Matheus stands up.
Shut up! Who said that?
I think it's the one.
Get back, honey.
Axe needs to focus here. Do what he does best, and that is wrestle. As Eads lets the champ get back into the ring. Moves outside himself.
Let's go, Daniel! Let's go, Daniel!
The crowd clearly behind Daniel Eads. We've seen Daniel Eads all around the country. He's been in Stride a few times before as well. Very accomplished young man here as he once again, this time moves in aggressively against the champ with a waist lock. And hoists him up. Puts him in a headlock here on the mat. A powerful hold to be in here. Rolls him over though. As Axe is going to try to power his way out of this, but no, the challenger does not allow that. Eads is backed into the corner now. Ooh, big forearm across the chest, a second one. Sent into the corner, but reverse, and follows it up with a clothesline. Oh! Huge chop from the challenger. The fans want one more. Oh! Daniel Eads Eads with 2 big chops on the champion. Now a shoulder into the midsection, a second one. Look at that, athleticism! And a spear. And Axe Allworth is out. Here comes Daniel. Look at this. Look at this, folks.
Riding the bike.
Riding the bike, he says. Oh! And Axe kicked right to the midsection. We may have a new champion here. No. Axe Allworth able to kick out.
Let's go, Daniel!
Probably a little too close for comfort. Headbutt right into the midsection and tossed now to the floor here. The champion is on the floor, or the challenger rather, tossed out to the floor. And now Axe Allworth coming out. Oh! He kicks him twice now.
Come on, Daniel. Let's go, Daniel. Yeah!
Now the champion's advantage. Oh no, he's gonna try to pile drive him out here. He can't do that. He can't do that. Oh! And he doesn't. Eads, sensing danger, was able to get out of that pile driver attempt. And the champ is out on his feet, I think. Tossed back into the ring. That's the only place you're gonna win the belt. And Eads following it with a beautiful uppercut on the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Suplex! Beautifully executed. Hooks that leg. Not enough, though, to put the champion down for 3. Referee Lane Austin right in there, keeping an eye on it. Oh! A chop block taking out that knee of Daniel Eads. And you take out a man like Eads' knee, you're going to really take the advantage. And that's exactly what the champion is doing. Axe Allworth is that old school wrestler. He is that old school champion. He's going to find a body part, going to systematically pick it apart. In this case, the knee of Daniel Eads. Very, very wisely done by Axe Allworth. But this crowd is fully behind Daniel Eads. And Axe now, shades of Harley Race with that fist drop. There's another one. Does not hook the leg though. Not enough. You're not going to keep Daniel Eads down without hooking a leg. And there is a uppercut, a second one by the champion, sending him into the ropes. And an elbow right under the jaw of Daniel Eads. And Axe taking a moment to pose for us. Now he's choking him on that bottom rope and taunting Roger Matheus in the process. Not probably a good idea. And choking the challenger one more time, risking a disqualification. I don't know that Axe will care though. He's taking that tape off. He's got that wrist tape hidden behind his back. What's he gonna do here?
Don't do it!
Oh no. Oh. Working on that neck and throat of the challenger. Calling for a pile driver. He's throwing the tape out. Right in the middle of the ring. He's going to try to weaken him even more with a pile driver. No. Going again. Daniel Eads, a big man. Hard to do this. And a beautiful back body drop. Reversal escape, if you will. And Daniel Eads now trying to mount a comeback of sorts. Another forearm to the face of the champion. Oh! That may have been a little low too. That foot right across the midsection. Oh! Beautifully done here by Daniel Leeds. And the champ is out. Hooks him up. Oh! Super kick right to the face.
I'm not done yet!
He says he's not done yet. What's he going to do here next? Oh, Axe is getting into the ropes here. A submission holder. Look at that. Breaks it, goes for the close and misses. My goodness. The champ is out on his feet. Oh, but wisely moves out of the way. Axe has the wherewithal to get out of the way. I gotta love that about him. Now he's got the chain. He's got that chain, and that's prompting Roger Matheus now. Matheus up on his feet. Roger Matheus with the referee now is Axe. Oh! Eads inadvertently hitting Roger Matheus, and look at that, Axe Allwardt just popped Daniel Eads right across the face. It's enough. It's enough as Axe Allwardt has defended the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Think about that, Roger, huh?
Trash talking, but not sticking around for any repercussions as the champ ducks tail.
Fans, it is time now for an update on former Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Red Daniels. You may remember he was attacked not once, but twice at recent Stride Pro Wrestling events, subsequently losing the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship in the process. We are told that Red is continuing to recover, and General Manager Sam Hunter continues to investigate to find out who has been behind these attacks. Stay tuned to Stride Pro Wrestling on social media for updates.
What's that? Roger? That dude ain't even cool. Not even cool. I'm way cooler than him.
Folks, this is our main event and the final opening round match of the BattleBowl Tag Team Tournament. The unlikely duo of Cash Borden and Heath Hatton being forced to team together, taking on Roger Matheus and Joey O'Reilly. Now, we've seen a lot of bad blood over the last few weeks between Cash Borden and Heath Hatton, including that attack that we had from Cash Borden on many of the trainees that Hatton has worked with here at the Stride Pro Wrestling Academy. Referee Lane Austin now checking Cash Borden. And again, the rules of, oh, he found something. What exactly?
Look how big you are, bro. You start swinging for the fences, and I'm gonna start stabbing. Get back.
Look at this. Cash Borden, pardon me, threatening with a fork of all things.
That means sophistication. Careful who you steal it from.
The referee taking that fork away.
You guys want me to start? You want me to start? Yeah! Come on! We're gonna let the superstar start.
Already arguing over who's going to start this match.
This is a Monday night main event. I just gave you all a Monday night main event. 1 in, 1 out. Come on. Inside. Come on.
Cash Borden stepping out.
I don't know. Let me be only one.
And Joey O'Reilly, Heath Hatton going way back, and they're training and wrestling together throughout Southern Illinois and beyond. These two are good friends, but it's the luck of the draw, so to speak, as we see. And we'll see some athleticism coming from both these guys. Joey O'Reilly in particular will shock and awe us, I'm sure, with his move. Hatton, obviously the stronger of the two, but O'Reilly pops right back up on his feet. And Cash Borden trash talking Joey O'Reilly from the outside. Borden and Hatton have to get along if they're going to succeed in this tournament. They will, if they win it all, face each other at the end. But that winning team, of course, as we mentioned, will face off against each other for the #1 contendership. And then that second place team becomes the #1 contenders to the tag team titles. Reversal, Hatton sent in, moves out of the way. Arm drag takedown now. And Hatton working on Joey O'Reilly's arm here. Nice flip. And an arm drag takeover. And whoa, look at this. Borden walks away. And nope. Waist lock here by Joey O'Reilly. And Hatton working in there to get out of this. Nice takedown by Hatton. And a front face lock now by Hatton. As Joey O'Reilly works his way out of that move, but Hatton grabs onto that leg and moves right back into that headlock. Gonna restrict that airflow. And now working on O'Reilly's left arm. Very methodical here. And another arm drag takeover. Cash Borden enjoys mocking his partner, I'm sure. And Hatton makes the tag. I think he got him. And Cash Borden taking advantage. Wrenching that arm even more. But Joey O'Reilly fighting back now. Look at this. O'Reilly works Borden into an arm lock. Borden grabs a hold of that face. A handful of nose and eyes. And Cash Borden again. I feel like is taunting his own partner here.
Hey, listen, Daddy's got to work harder to provide. Check his eyes.
Taunting his partner and really reducing the odds of advancing in BattleBowl there, in my opinion. Now, does that count as a tag? I don't know. The referee says it does. Borden comes in and gets met with a fist, breaks the eyes of Joey O'Reilly, whipped into the corner. Look at the cross. Now Borden seems almost angry. He goes to pin Joey O'Reilly. Be that final team to advance in the Stride Pro Wrestling BattleBowl tournament. Who's it going to be? Big Roger Matheus and his partner, Joey O'Reilly, or Cash Borden and Heath Hatton? Borden is sitting in the ropes. Belly to back suplex. And O'Reilly. Look at this. Look at this. Is it enough? Despite hooking the leg, it wasn't, but now the beast, Roger Matheus in there. And Cash Borden very wisely tagging himself out of this. As Hatton now going to go one-on-one in this matchup against Roger Matheus for the first time in a long time. These two locked up. A bitter rivalry between these two as well, as Matheus manhandling Hatton, tossing him down to the mat. And more trash talk coming from Cash Borden, getting into the head of his tag team partner, or at least trying to. And Matheus, we saw him earlier get involved in the Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match, and he was told he is not going to get a title shot unless he wins BattleBowl. General Manager Sam Hunter laying down the law with everyone involved. We got a "We Love Cash" chant going on. I don't know how much Heath Hatton loves him. Couple of fists there, and one fist from Matheus drops the former Stride Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion to the mat. And well, he, fist right to the midsection. And now Matheus scooping Hatton up and driving him with force into the mat. And Hatton, you can hear him grimacing in pain. That's 300 pounds of a man driving you into the mat. That is not going to be good. And a big clubbing forearm right across the back. And Cash Borden continues with the trash talk and the taunting. I don't understand it, folks, quite frankly. As Hatton is now sent in hard into that corner. And is he really being encouraging here, or is he taunting his tag team partner one more time? As Cash Borden on the outside taking a water break. And a nerve clamp now by Roger Matheus into the trapezius muscle of one Heath Hatton. Hatton trying to get back up on his feet. He's up on his knees now. Needs to get to that vertical base. Couple of fists to the midsection, a third one sends the big guy reeling. And that's what you got to do, chop down this giant. And that's exactly what Hatton's doing. Fist by fist, shoulder by shoulder. And a kick right to the side of the head. Hatton goes flying. Matheus, a second time now. Can he take the big man down? What's it gonna take? A spear! And look at that. Cash Borden just tagged himself in here. And he's met with a fist. He waited too long, I think, to get involved here, and tags himself out immediately. Hatton is not happy by any means. And now these two are arguing, shoving one another, and Roger Matheus is going to take advantage of that. Belly to back suplex. Rather German suplex, pardon me, folks. Tags in Joey O'Reilly. And again, the taunts. And a beautiful beautifully executed drop kick by Joey O'Reilly as he hooks the leg. It is not enough to keep down Heath Hatton. And now stomping all over the body of Heath Hatton. Tag is made. And Hatton.
You're doing a lot of smack talking over there. Somebody who gets punched in the face a lot.
Whoa. Joey O'Reilly now entering into the trash talk. And Hatton's knee is in trouble here. The submission hold. Oh! Roger Matheus putting the boots now to Hatton as Hatton taking a break. Rolls out to the floor. Not where you want to be though, especially with a guy like Roger Matheus stalking you. Big forearm and an elbow right across that neck.
You're really letting down every one of us, Tyler.
Hatton getting back into the ring, trying to make that tag, but he can't as Roger Matheus, 300 pounds, standing on the knee now of Heath Hatton. And Joey O'Reilly now lifting Hatton up to his feet. And Joey O'Reilly working Hatton over in the corner now. Here we go, that speed. Oh, Hatton catches him. Rock bottom. But does Hatton know where he is right now? I don't know. I don't know that he's going to make it over to make the tag. Referee Lane Austin now putting the count on both men. Up to 3. Can he make the tag? Both men. Joey O'Reilly trying to tag his partners. He makes it to Matheus. And cashes in as well. And met with a big right hand and a second one. Oh, but goes low and kicks that knee right out from Roger Matheus. We've documented those knee problems by Matheus before. Is that going to be enough to keep the big guy down? He's back up in the corner. Oh! And just driven into the mat is Cash Borden. And right in the center of the ring, but Roger Matheus still favoring that knee after getting kicked. And now Hatton doing the taunting and the trash talking from the apron. And look at this! He walks away. Listen to this. Oh! Running knee right into the face of Cash Borden. That's going to be enough, I think. As Joey O'Reilly goes up high. Look at that. And Matheus goes for the cover. But Hatton does make the save. There's so much more at stake here than just a couple of guys who don't get along. There is a championship opportunity in all of these men. Another crack at the goal. You have 3 former Stride Pro Wrestling champions in the ring right now. And Joey O'Reilly would love nothing more than to have that opportunity. The Dirty Deeds is done. And Cash back up, but so is Roger Matheus. And these are the 2 legal men. Oh! Knee to the midsection. Setting him up now. But Hatton, again, going after that knee of Roger Matheus. That knee is in pain as Hatton kicks it right out from under him. And look at at this, working together now. We're seeing teamwork out of the duo of Heath Hatton and Cash Borden. If I wasn't watching it with my very own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Kick to the midsection, and right there to the shoulders. Oh, right to the jaw as well, a third kick. O'Reilly now coming back in to help his partner. Oh, and the referee goes down, Hatton inadvertently running into the referee. What's going to happen here? Cash Borden going for the cover on Joey O'Reilly, but there's no one here to count it. Some of the fans counting it. Wait a second. Allwardt, the Stride Pro Wrestling champion, is here.
Please, brother!
Oh! A chair. Oh! Across the back and right to the head of Roger Matheus. And now Cash Borden going for the cover. What is going on here, folks? Lane Austin makes the count. It's enough.
Boss, we did it!
And look at this. Folks,
That is awesome.
Cash Borden and Heath Hatton are advancing in the BattleBowl tournament as Cash Borden taking full advantage. Oh! Hatton with a low blow now on his partner. They have another round to get through here. That's his way of congratulating his partner. Now I am hearing, folks, my colleague Rachel Dennis is catching up right now with Stride Pro Wrestling General Manager Sam Hunter. Let's go out to her.
General Manager Sam Hunter, can we get a word? Can you say anything about what just happened?
You want me to give you a word?
Yes.
Hell in a handbasket has just happened here. I'm madder than, well, I don't know what I'm madder than, but I'm pissed off and all this is going on. What do you want me to say? You know, Roger's out here in Axe's match, Axe is out here in Roger's match. Everybody just thinks the inmates are running the asylum is basically what's going on. And it's making me look like a fool. So how do you think I feel right now?
I can't even imagine.
I'll tell you what, if these guys want to act like the inmates are going to run the asylum, fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Roger a title match. And I know what you're thinking, it's going to be against Axe, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, here's what we're going to do. These guys want to tear each other apart. They can tear each other apart, but it's going to be at the expense of them losing. Because Axe and Roger are going to be in a title match. But they're going to be...
Wait, what?
They're going to be in a title match, but they're going to be going up against the wrestling buddies, Dalton Anthony and Chase Spade, for the Tag Team Championship at our next show. Now, you know, I'm done. I'm leaving.
All right, there you have it, guys.